What's up, Froxers? Welcome back to the channel. So, I gotta be honest with you guys. I didn't having my mind absolutely blown by a random WWE show on my 2025 bingo card like at all. I was just scrolling, minding my own business. Saw it was Halloween Havoc. Thought, hey, it's gonna look cool. Maybe there's some fun, spooky stuff. I was expecting a fun little, a decent NXT show. But no, what the actual F was that? Froxers, like for real, I'm not kidding you. I'm sitting here after watching this show and I'm genuinely questioning reality. Like, did I just witness a PP that was? I mean, this was my whole chest. Better than like half of WWE's main roster PPVs this year. I think I did. You know what, Froxers? This wasn't just a show. This was a statement, guys. Like, Shawn Michaels, you absolutely madman. You didn't just cook. You prepared a 5-star gourmet Michelin-level meat in the kitchen. And that matches, the title changes, the pure unadulterated chaos. I wasn't ready. I'm not emotionally prepared to talk about this, but we are gonna do it anyway. So Froxers, I went in with zero expectations, just vibes, and I had one of the most entertaining nights I've had all year watching wrestling. So this show made me forget about that S&M thing coming up that I literally could not care less about. So buckle up, Froxers, because we are diving deep into the absolute madness of Halloween Havoc. And trust me, you're not ready for this. Let's just freaking go! First up, we got a tag team match between Evans and Slater versus Mystery Guiana and La Parka. Okay, let's break this insanity down. First up, dude, this match was like, imagine if you took a bag of every single firework you could find, lit it on the fire, and threw it into a wrestling ring. It was pure, beautiful, unhinged chaos from start to finish. I don't know who any of these people are, but my gosh, they can go! Like, everyone was just showing off, hitting crazy moves, the energy was through the roof. But let me tell you about the one spot that made me literally yell at my screen. Like, Slater, my guy, Slater, he just dives over the freaking corner of the ring, like not through the ropes, not under the bottom rope, over the top turnbuckle, touching the corner post on the way down. It was the most ridiculous, unnecessary, and therefore absolutely perfect thing I've ever seen all week. I was like, oh, okay, I see you. That was pretty as hell. Honestly, Froxers, I'm a fan of these dudes now. Like Evans, Dr. Guiana, you all cool. You all are cool in my book. What a way to start the show. So this match ends up with the Javon, Evans, and Slater getting the win here. And yeah, wow. Like, what a way to start the show. Alright, so let's just move on. Alright, Froxers, next up we got Ethan Page versus Dr. Wagner Jr. for North American Championship Day of the Dead match. Alright, so yeah, Ethan Page was defending against Dr. Wagner Jr. in a Day of the Dead match. First off, cool ass name and the vibe. I mean, they nailed it. It felt dark, it felt gritty. It felt like they were fighting in a graveyard at midnight. Super cool aesthetic. Now, honestly, I don't follow NXT week to week, so I have no clue what this feud is all about. But I know Ethan Page is the man, and I knew we were gonna get a banger. And guess what? We got a banger. This was a weapon fest, boys and girls. Like steel chairs, check. Tables, obviously. Trash can, they were just beating the absolute hell out of each other. Ethan Page got busted open the hard way, and then he goes and does the ultimate heel move in Lucha Libre. He starts tearing up Wagner's mask, and I mean, it's a dick move, but it's such a good storytelling. We all knew Page wasn't losing the title. It was a little predictable, but who cares when it's this much fun? And the finish was brutal. Finisher right through the table, and Ethan Page retains his North American Championship. Wow, it was an awesome match. It was an awesome and hard-hitting stuff and match. So let's just move on to the next one. Alright, Froxers, so next up we got Zariah versus Blake Monroe for Women's North American Championship. Okay, so we had to have a bathroom break match, I guess. And Froxers, I gotta be honest with you guys. I gotta be blunt here. Okay, this match, Snooze City. 100%. Like after watching those fire matches, this one just felt like a filler garbage. Like, I barely paid attention. It put me to sleep. Like Blake Monroe pulls out the van and snaps the women's North American title. Cool. But come on, WWE, give us some fire. Not these yawners, okay? No disrespect to Zariah or Blake, but this one didn't have the juice. You know what I'm saying? If you feel me, hit the like button for honesty, or else I'm dragging you in the comment section. This match, may. Alright, so let's just move on to the next one. Alright, next up we got Tatum Paxley versus JC Jane for the NXT Women's Championship. Okay, Froxers, now we are talking. This is more like it. Tatum Paxley versus JC Jane for the NXT Women's title. But wait, Frosters, let me tell you something about JC Jane. I gotta talk about her. So, JC Jane, if I'm not wrong, she was in that Toxic Attraction group, right? With Mandy Rose and what's her name? Gigi Dolan, if I'm not wrong. Anyway, can we just take a second to talk about how bullshit it was that WWE released Mandy Rose? I mean, she was literally carrying the NXT Women's Division on her back, and they just let her go. And Gigi Dolan too. And I mean, what the hell was that? Like, pathetic. Anyway, so they make JC Jane the champ, and I'm like, okay, sure. But then this match happens, and guys, I gotta say this. I'm now a Tatum Paxley stan. I literally saw this woman for the first time last week when she won the Battle Royal, and I was like, oh, yes, Tatum, you got the vibe. But now I get it. She's like a lunatic, a beautiful, unhinged, phenomenal wrestler lunatic. And she won. And guess what? She finally won the NXT Championship. She beat JC Jane, and we have the new NXT Women's Champion. So Frosters, I'm saying this now. Tatum Paxley is a star. Mark my words. So let's just move on. Alright, Frosters, so let's get weird. The Hardy Boys are back, and it's a Vulcan Rules match. First of all, major props to Jeff Hardy. I mean, he came out with his face painted as he pays tribute to Bray Wyatt's Fiend character. I mean, yeah, that hit me right in the face, man. That was so cool and so classy. Respect to Jeff Hardy for that. And this whole Vulcan vibe, man. You know what, Frosters? It instantly took me back to the amazing trippy run Matt Hardy had with Bray Wyatt. That was some of the most creative stuff WWE has ever done. Shout out to Bray forever. And yeah, talking about this match, so this match was the most chaotic thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And I mean that it made the opener look like a chess match. It was just spot after spot after insane spots. I didn't know how to describe it. There were weapons. There was weird lightning. There was just madness, absolutely madness. And you know what? Dark State got the win. And you know what else? I don't even care who won. The experience was the prize, and that was just pure ridiculous entertainment. My brain is still processing it. So yeah, that was the complete story of this match. Let's just move on. Alright, Frosters, now it's time to the main event, the big one. So the main event, we had Trick Williams versus Ricky Sane for the NXT Championship. Again, Frosters, I'm not caught up on the storyline, but I know talent. And both of these dudes are stars. Literally stars. So I was expecting a banger, and guess what? They delivered. This was a main event worthy match. The near falls had me fooled, man. I was shouting, kick out of my screen like an idiot. You know what I'm saying? The spots were phenomenal. The back and forth was incredible. You could feel the pressure. Now, was it a little predictable? Yeah, kind of. I mean, you know, Ricky Sane just won this NXT Championship a month ago, so there was no way he was dropping it here. But you know, Frosters, predictability doesn't always seem bad. Sometimes you just want to see two great wrestlers to have a great match, and that's exactly what this was. So this match ends up with the Ricky Sane getting the win here, and he retains his championship, and he damn well deserved it. Like, this match was so good. I mean, a hell of a way to close an insane show. So there you have it, Frosters. Halloween Havoc 2025. I went in with zero hopes, and I got one of the best wrestling shows of the goddamn year. Like, what the hell? This is how you do a special event. Alright, Frosters, so that's all I've got for today. This is your boy FROX now signing off. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Till next time, stay awesome. Have a good day. Bye.